Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Now, I promised you guys a pound for pound list, and so I'm going to give it to you. These are my top 10 pound for pound fighters, and you have to remember that a pound for pound list is very subjective. So, these guys toggle per fight. It's always going to be different. But as far as 1 through 3 in my top pound for pound list, I have no top 1, 2, or 3 because my top 1, 2, or 3 could all toggle. So the top guys that I have in my top 3 is Saul Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Bud Crawford, and Mikey Garcia. So Canelo, Terrence Bud Crawford, and Mikey Garcia, the top 3 pound for pound fighters. In no particular order. Some days I have Canelo as 1, some days I have Terrence Crawford as 1, and some days I have Mikey as 1. So it always toggles because the top 3 is so close and it's such a subjective list that any win could put one of these guys over the top at any given fight. After that, I have Anthony Joshua, I have Triple G, I have Alexander Usyk, I have Vasyl Lomachenko, I also have Danny Jacobs, I have Noya Inoue, and I have Leo Santa Cruz. A couple of reasons why I have these guys is I have Anthony Joshua. Basically, he's pretty much unified all the belts except for one. He's taken on top-level oppositions, and he's still in the early 20s of his fights. So he's shown tremendous skill. I have Triple G. He's pretty much almost unified the entire middleweight division. He had 2 close competitive fights with Saul Canelo Alvarez. And he's shown that he can compete at the highest level with the best. I have to still rank Triple G in the pound for pound. I think that he would still defeat many of these guys out there. I have Alexander Usyk in the top pound for pound because he's already unified the cruiserweight division. He's done a phenomenal job. I'm just waiting on him to take on a bigger challenge and get a signature victory under his belt. I have Vasyl Lomachenko because for all of the things that we've seen recently of Vasyl, he's still an elite level fighter. He's still an excellent fighter. So I still have to be unbiased and give him his props and credit where credit is due. He's still just unified a title against Jose Pedraza. So I can't take that away from him. So at the end of the day, Vasyl Lomachenko has to be a pound for pound fighter, just not top 5. After that, I have Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs, I believe, is an elite level fighter. He's a world champion once again, and hopefully he's the next fight for Saul Canelo Alvarez. I believe, in my opinion, him and Triple G was a very close fight, and I kind of edged it for Jacobs, but then sometimes I had to kind of edge it for Triple G, so it was very hard for me to figure out who won that fight. A draw would have been satisfying, so I have to put Danny Jacobs in the pound for pound because a lot of people don't give him credit. After that, I have Noya Inoue. Basically, he's going through the World Boxing Super Series, tearing up everyone in his path. This man is a monster. You must watch and research this guy. He is a monster, and that is ironically his name, the Monster. So he's a hell of a fighter. Leo Santa Cruz rounds out my pound for pound list. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit. He beat Abner Mares twice. He's beaten Carl Frampton. So I feel like Leo Santa Cruz is waiting for the bigger and better fights at this point. I'd like to see him face a Gary Russell Jr. next. I think that'll be a good step up for his career. But yes, if you agree, dislike, like, hate, love my pound for pound, please leave it in the comments. I'll get back to you. Once again, it's the IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.